coast to coast.
Yes, it is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. And tonight we're coming to you from the Radio and Television Museum, or TV and Radio Museum.
Whatever.
In beautiful Beverly Hills, California. We've been asked to, I don't know, what have we been asked to do? Host?
A show.
That's right.
From this studio.
Yes, the first time we've ever been asked to do anything.
Yeah.
People have shown up. That's very nice of them. They'll all be gone in the next 15 minutes, I'm sure.
Yeah. You'll put them to sleep.
Thank you.
Well, describe the scene here a little bit.
Well, we're sitting in this booth, and it's got glass walls all the way around it, and then there's a little bit of seating, and there's a sort of disappointed crowd. Who's,
bored and disappointed, please.
Bored, yeah.
Tired, bored, disappointed.
Be fair to us, we are a full 2.5 minutes into the show, Drew. So the bloom is off the rose, as they say. But people are sitting around drinking complimentary diet soda. And,
I've never been more shocked.
Through a show.
I've never been more shocked than seeing you go out, sit down with a group of people, and begin conversing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, normally you pull a hood over your head and march through looking at the ground, not talk to me until the mic's heat up.
You know why I spoke to these people? Because these people are salt of the earth. These are my people. These are the real people.
You're cracking them up. They don't want anything to do with you.
Don't worry, I'll turn them against me before the show's over. But these people came out.
I see. So you figured you had to give them a little something.
They came out to do the show. I thought I would converse like a common
I'm
man.
sure they were thrilled.
Right. I just hope we have enough security so I can get to the car. All right. We're ready to drudge forward here, Drew?
Yeah, we're just sailing here.
Drew has his computer set up, and we're just taking the calls from here. And Drew, you know how to work that thing?
There we go. It's Darren. 2015. Darren? That's a nice way to start. That's very nice.
Listen, I said it last night. I don't care. I hope every call's a goof. I really do. I get my money anyway.
Mary, 15. Mary?
Yeah. The girl, during sex, is it normal for the girl to bleed, even if it's not her first time?
Well,
yeah.
You get her in the eye, yeah. Sure.
Hey, this audience is bothering me. They're egging you on. This is very disturbing.
Yeah.
You get a little chuckle out of the audience, and I can feel you gearing up for the next move.
Well, it's great because normally we have...
Bloopers.
Well, what we have is Drew... Who's Drew? He's a cigar store Indian. It's like it's like doing comedy in front of a cardboard refrigerator box. Then we have producer Ann, who's heard, 7 million shows and could care less. She's still waiting for the poor man to come back. And then we have Anderson, who's knee-deep in some sort of Dungeons and Dragons thing on the computer with his back turned to us. So I normally do not have the luxury of playing to a partisan crowd. So what were you talking about, Mary?
Correction, Ann's waiting for Ricky to come back.
That's right.
So, Mary, 15. Mary, you have a little bleeding after intercourse? Even though it's not your first time?
During. Yeah.
Which is not uncommon. Is that near the time of your period?
It ended almost a week ago.
Is this are you regularly sexually active?
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Did I get that?
Oh, my God.
Speaking of sexually active, I will not be able to achieve an erection for at least a week. Oh, that's such a buzzkill. And, it freaks you out because now you want to take these things off. Can we still be heard?
Mary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was hoping she was gone.
So, are you sexually active?
Yeah.
How many? You have one partner?
Yeah.
Are you using condoms, safe sex, contraception?
All right, Drew, what would cause this bleeding?
Well, sometimes just the act of sex stimulates some women to bleed. And some women, every single time they have sex, they will bleed a little bit.
Nice.
So it's not uncommon, or it doesn't necessarily mean there's anything wrong. But
those women should be forced to wear windbreakers that state that fact,
Just so you see them coming?
So you don't pick them up by mistake at some red onion.
That's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mary, and because you're young and active sexually, it really is important, and because you're having some symptoms that just should be evaluated just for the sake of completeness, you ought to see your doctor. Again, young women get cervical cancer, and it's important. The early age of onset of sexual activity tends to increase the risk of that, so it's something to take care of, okay?
Women bleed often and for no reason, right?
That's
what
I said.
I'm saying?
That's a paraphrase of what I said.
No, but what I mean is they don't need a good excuse to bleed.
What would a good excuse be, just for the sake of argument?
Period, knife wound, something like that.
Good.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always do.
Bleed, and it doesn't mean anything. As a guy,
Right.
if blood was coming out of your
Anywhere.
genitalia, you'd be airlifted to the nearest hospital.
Yeah, except our callers.
Right.
They sit around and think about it for 3 months.
Right.
Carrie, 34.
Hello?
Hi, Carrie.
Hi. I'm calling. I have a question. I just recently got involved with a man who I believe may be a sex addict. I'm not sure. I'm just divorced a year, and I just got involved with him about 2 months ago.
Is he a young guy?
No, he's 33. I'm 34.
And what makes you believe he's a sex addict?
Well, he kind of openly admitted it to me. He said, I hadn't heard from him all day, and I called him late, and I said, what's going on? I didn't hear from you. I emailed him a few times. He didn't write back or call me, and
I'm sorry, I was raping.
what?
Sorry.
I was out raping children. No.
What was he doing?
No. Okay, don't start with me. No, this is serious, because I really like this guy, and I don't understand this at all, and I want to know
Jerry,
how.
what was he doing?
What was he doing?
What was he doing?
Oh, see,
Okay,
do you realize why I hate all our callers? Jesus Christ, we could edit this show down to 15 minutes. We really could.
Okay,
What's that, Carrie?
I'm not going to take your abuse. Listen, this is serious. I like.
What was he doing?
Listen, you're already taking abuse from the sex addict. Why don't you take a little from two guys who don't care?
What was he doing?
What do you mean? What was he doing? No, he was on the internet. He's a trader.
I swear, if there was a folding chair, I could hit her with.
She's getting there.
Yeah.
He's addicted to...
He's a trader. He also designs websites, and he was hinting around to me the night that all this computer stuff in his house is for sexual internet online, and I'm kind of freaked out about it, but I really like
Is he
him.
an addict with it? He has consequences from the behaviors? He's losing money, he's losing relationships?
I think his whole motive is the sexual end of it and the financial end of it, because he's looking to open a website to, go forward with the sexual addiction. He's trying to find his release online, I think. Do you understand me?
Okay, how is this manifesting itself exactly?
Carrie, we're not getting it.
What is he doing?
All we hear is that he's into online sex. That's all we're getting.
I don't think he's into online sex. I think that he's trying to satisfy his sexual addiction through online. Now he's going to start his because he can
Want to recreate that one?
No.
He can create a website.
Jesus Christ, no wonder her husband...
What?
Listen, we need you to give us some tangible, concrete example of what you perceive or what he perceives to be his sexual addiction.
He only wants blowjobs. He only wants blowjobs.
Adam, you're a sexual addict.
And he's totally addicted to oral sex.
How dare you bring that up in front of these people?
I know.
That's true. Drew just got up from under the desk. That's how much I enjoy the blowjob.
Okay. No, he's totally addicted to oral sex, both giving and receiving.
Oh, boy. Next thing you know, you're going to get hooked up with a cuddler.
Yeah, let's define what addiction means, right?
I don't.
Progressive behaviors in the face of consequences. What are the consequences of his behaviors?
His consequences this could lead to somewhere that I'm not comfortable with going. I mean, the oral sex is no problem, but I'm trying to find out if he's open enough with me right now within 2 months to say I am a sexual addict, I have a problem. What am I facing?
Well, if indeed he's a sexual addict, you're probably facing a pretty painful relationship. Have you been involved with other addicts?
Not at all. I was married for 4 years, just divorced a year.
He wasn't an alcoholic or anything, no alcoholism in your family anywhere?
No.
Well, I doubt that the guy's a sexual addict. Sexual addicts don't announce that that's
What happened? What happened?
With the marriage?
Yeah. Did he divorce or did he kill himself? And you were telling him about your day.
He had an affair and I walked out.
Shocking.
Interesting.
With a mute. Okay. Listen, we don't exactly know what the problem is, and we're not that interested because you're having trouble explaining it. He doesn't sound like all that bad a guy.
He doesn't sound like a sex addict. He sounds like kind of a weird guy into weird stuff that she may not be into, and he's sort of, off in tangents and sort of sexual proclivities are sort of strangely expressed. But
listen, keep in mind, ladies, when you're dating a new guy and he starts talking about being a sexual addict, he's not trying to impress you. Do you know what I'm saying?
He also probably doesn't mean he's a sexual addict, right?
This is the opposite of I drive a Porsche.
How many sex addicts announce that in the opening weeks of a relationship? Unless they intend to chase the person away or include them in some weird behaviors.
Right. They want either they want to make a film or they want out.
Yeah. Nick, 19.
Oh, hey. Actually, I got to be honest. I made up my question, but I just wanted to call to say I think you guys are really awesome.
Thanks.
And, Drew, you deserve a Nobel Prize, and
Oh, Nick,
Adam,
you're
you
great.
deserve an Emmy. But actually, the only real thing I wanted to know is me and some friends of mine are going down to L.A. in a week, and we were wondering if we could like go by the studio and just say hi to you guys. Or
Are you hot?
no, my friends are.
Okay. Those guys are hot?
Yeah. real
Yeah,
hot.
you could do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All of you, within the sound of my voice, can come over on that same night. Yeah, I don't know. Ann, you want to... Ann doesn't... And we'll put him on hold?
Sure, he's on hold.
Yeah.
Jessica, 14.
Jessica?
Jessica.
14-year-old Jessica? Caller goes by the name of Jessica?
Turn it up there, Anderson. Let's hear if she's asleep.
Oh, please. This is a new record if she's asleep. Usually our callers don't go to sleep until the second hour.
There she is. Jessica?
So why is it
Jessica?
so important that you talk to everyone, isn't it?
Hi. Wait 1 second. My mom's here. Can you, like...
Yeah. Drew, sing the dreidel song. Let's,
You want to talk to her
kill
mom?
some time.
You can talk to her mom.
Yeah, well, people call this show and they act like we've called them at work. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, hold on, my boss. Yeah, I asked you to stop doing it. We're stalking teenage girls.
Adam?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is your mom there?
No. She just, like, walked into my room, and
I
I'm
see.
supposed to be in bed, I guess. I don't know. First of all, I'd like to say, sorry, I have to whisper. Adam, you were, like, really
Hey,
funny.
don't waste any unnecessary noise on these compliments.
Listen, I know I'm hot. Just keep going.
Okay, sorry. And, Drew, you're, like, my idol. You're, like, I don't know, I think it's really great how you help people. And,
Drew, you don't cut her off when she gets to you?
Wait for you to do that.
and
Okay.
I saw you, like, at, like, a Little League game with...
Me?
Yeah. And-
Cruising?
With my kids.
Oh.
Yeah, Douglas and, Jordan.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and I...
Wait a minute. Were they playing T-ball, those pussies?
Yeah.
That figures.
No, they're kid pitch.
T-ball.
Was it the kid pitch or the T-ball?
No, it was kid pitch.
Yeah, see?
T. They play eyeball. They have a stick on top, too, with the ball in the middle. Right? They
No,
don't
this
do
is,
that?
yeah. No,
What's kid pitch?
The kid pitches.
Why don't you just call that pitching?
Because when they're 8, that's a big deal. That's
Oh,
like
we
they
mean a
graduate
kid
to that.
pitches.
Yeah.
Oh, because a dad would pitch otherwise?
It goes eyeball, T-ball, coach pitch, then kid pitch.
Wait, there is an eyeball? Oh, you made that up. All right, I'm such an idiot. I thought I stumbled onto something. I never played any T-ball, for the record. I went straight to AAA. I was playing with the Mud Hens in Albuquerque when I was 8. So, all right, so you saw Drew over there was doing a good job.
Yeah. And,
Yeah, probably on the cell phone the whole time the kids were batting, right?
No, he wasn't. He was watching, but I, like, saw him, and I didn't want to, like, go up to him and, like, bother him, because I thought that was kind of rude. But, yeah, I just wanted to say that I saw you and your wife and your kids. And anyways, okay, my question. Well, like, whenever I see guys, I, like, get kind of, like, nervous, or, like, I don't know, I, like, kind of, like, throw myself at them. And so, like, I don't know, like, how I could stop that, because I don't, like, want to do it. I mean...
So it's a way of sort of taking control of a situation where that's what you want to do, but you'd rather that you receive some sort of reciprocation or that they initiate it, but you don't wait for all that. You just go right ahead.
Yeah.
And guys, of course, oblige, right?
You got an older sister?
No, I'm the old.
No. Younger sister?
Yeah.
But what are you afraid would happen if you hung back a little bit?
I don't know, it just feel like,
Well, what do you mean throw yourself at them?
Well,
Sexually?
Make out with them.
no,
Do you throw parts at them? I'd like to dodge a boob once in a while.
no, like, for example, like, I went to, like, a dance the other day, and I, like, made out with this guy that I didn't even know. Like, I knew him for, like, 5 minutes, and we were, like, making out, like, 5 minutes later. It was weird, but, like that. Like, I want, like, love, I guess, so, like, I kind of, like, find it in odd ways.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, most women that are behaving compulsively sexually are really sex and love addicted more than sex addicted.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, it's sort of attention is attention.
Well,
is
it's
attention,
connection
right?
is, yeah, that kind of thing. Did your
Where's
dad?
Daddy?
Yeah.
You're, like, home.
Do you have a problem with your relationship with him in some way?
Yeah, he, like, I don't know, he kind of, like, I don't know if it's, like, counted as abuse, but, yeah, he kind of, like, abused me when I was younger.
What do you do?
Just, like, hit me sometimes and stuff. Well, like, I don't know, he, like, still, like, threatens to do stuff. Like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna, like,
bash your head or something. I don't know. Like,
Well, that's a little something. And so you could see why you'd feel sort of...
Hey, you put it in context. And,
But you could-
bash head, if it's said in a nice way.
no,
Right?
not really, but like,
No.
I don't know. I get like really sensitive, and I like.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
Jessica. So
No.
you've been abused, you've been violated in some way. Boundaries have been brushed aside.
Okay, I want to go off on a jag here, so I want to just put...
All right, so the point is, it's understandable you'd behave these way. In fact, that it's only this way is sort of almost rates on the charming scale. That this is all she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's 14.
Well,
The
just
anal
Jessica,
sex will start next semester.
Just be careful, Jessica. Just realize that you're worth a lot more. Make careful choices with whom you choose to be close with. And realize that a guy that really is worth being with you and wants to be with you will initiate and will let you know that things are okay and safe and you can get close to them without having to throw yourself in the situation, okay?
But like, how would I know like if they're like that?
You're going to have to trust that it's okay to sit back and wait and see. You're going to have to contain yourself. Count to 11. That's a little trick I learned today. Just count to 11, all right? Slowly.
To count to
Well, we
11.
were having a review today, and I was advising my staff not to blurt stuff out, give too much information, because you tend to expose yourself to stuff, and we all try to count to 11, and it went very well.
Who got a review today? Would you
I
put her on hold?
I spent the whole day having what's called the Joint Commission on Hospital Accreditation, the entire day in grueling reviews.
Yeah, I spent the whole day with my joint, too. Did
Your joint or your junk?
Well, I call it my joint.
I see.
How dare you give away my secret junk code in front of this audience? So what, you were telling them what they were doing wrong?
No, I was just, this reviewer was reviewing us, I was advising them just to kind of speak when spoken to.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody's testing you and you start talking about all the wonderful things you're doing and end up exposing things that you shouldn't have been doing or not been doing so well, just let the person ask you the questions.
Yeah.
Just hang back.
Right. I shouldn't get drunk and talk about being an astronaut?
Right.
Right.
Or your proclivity for young women. But what's the jag you wanted to go on?
I just wanted to say that, and we've talked about it before, that husbands or fathers can really screw up their daughters. They don't screw up their sons that badly, but they can really F up their daughters. And I don't even know if they know they're doing it, but guys, if you can hear me and you've got a young daughter and you're slapping her around or you're not paying attention to her or you're coming at her in a sexual way, she will be a porn star. She will be a stripper. She will sleep with every guy. Everyone will become daddy. There'll be this void that will never be filled, and you will ruin her life. Whereas guys just excel at football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're smarter.
Joanne, 32.
Yeah. You could say I'm one of those girls from one of those parenthoods or parents, with adult kid of an alcoholic. Anyway.
A-hole dads.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Children of A-hole dads. Let's start a new group, new recovery group.
Yeah, we could
C
say.
of AD. CAD.
That's great.
CADs.
And I can't say I figured out how to find one of those guys who isn't one as well. So what I'm looking at is single parent.
That also shocks us. That shocks us, by the way, Joanne.
Oh,
She-
You hooked up with another a-hole?
Yeah. She can't
I've
find
already
anything.
Yeah,
Can't find anything but a-holes.
Right.
Shock.
exactly. So I've sort of given up the search on finding them. But looking at being a single parent, and I was wondering, Dr. Drew, if you had any research information, and ambulance is going to go by here, sorry, if you had any information on how kids are coming out of single-parent families.
Well, there's lots of data out there, and not all of it's real clear.
Where it's not a divorce, where you don't have the
Yeah, I understand.
issue. Okay.
There are the
Are they boys or girls?
Pick either
shouldn't
one.
have any.
She doesn't have any?
You don't
I
have kids yet?
any. I'm seriously considering choosing
I'll get rid of her.
parenthood.
Well, by the way, I have concerns about the fact that because you've had to.
She doesn't have kids.
She's going to. She's going to
Where are
get.
you getting kids?
You can make them
can do
pretty
it.
easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
What
go
do you gotta do?
China, or you can go to China. You can save a kid that's
You go to
already
China and have some Chinamen bang you, or you adopt
you
over
go
there?
Adopt. You adopt.
I see. Okay. They can't send the kid over? You got to go pick him up?
You got to go pick them up, and they put you through the ringer too to get them.
In China?
And Russia, both places.
I'd go China. What would you go, Drew? I'd go Chinese kid.
You only get baby
Excels at
girls in
math.
China.
He's going to do good. He's going to play the violin.
No,
Make you
you
proud
only get
one
girls
day.
in China.
You get that Russian kid. He's getting into the booze.
Plays the piano well.
He's joining some sort of, he's running with the wrong crowd. No, the Russian kid, no.
These are
You go
very
Chinese.
very complex issues, Joanne. You're bringing three major issues into the mix here that I can see. One is issues of attachment in early childhood are profoundly impactful on brain development and future emotional development. So you don't know what level of intimacy and attachment and sort of nurturing this child had that you're going to pick up in another continent.
All right, but wait a minute.
Okay, well, let's say I
let me
don't adopt.
let me finish. Hold
No,
on.
don't finish. Listen, what is the kid's alternative?
I understand. Number two, the issue of how single parenting can be very successful. What the risks, they usually tend to distill down to what I would sort of put under the umbrella of issues of handling aggression, particularly for the males. That aggression management, impulse control, all that seems to be affected by not having a male father around, but that doesn't mean you can't bring a male figure into his life that would serve that function adequately if you pay attention.
Are you lesbian?
No.
But that's the third issue, is because you had an a-hole dad, your radar's bent, you become attracted to a-hole guys, so you're going to drop the whole process, not look inside and try to figure out how you can heal from that abusive childhood and maybe attract and be attracted to more appropriate kinds of partners. You're going to abandon the whole process of intimacy and now make that whole empty problem a child's problem. The child's going to fix this. And that is the worst way to bring a child into the world.
Yeah, you're raising a kid and you're coming from the starting point of I'm too screwed up for a relationship, so I'm going to raise a kid.
Exactly.
That's retarded logic. All right, we'll take ourselves a little break. Did you put her on hold?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Drew, you go Chinese over Russian, though, right?
I go pee right now. Let's go. Come on.
Is that Chinese? I go pee?
Well, let's go.
It's got to be joking there somewhere.
Get out of here. Anderson.
LoveLine. We'll be right back.
LoveLine tonight is being brought to you by the Cobalt Lounge and Car Toys.
It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We're at the Television Radio Museum in beautiful Beverly Hills doing a little broadcast tonight, a little on-site broadcast. Drew's computer just took a dump.
We'll be all right, though.
So the show's going to go from bad to worse, everyone.
And let's see, the museum's address is 465 North Beverly. We were asked to promote this thing, right? In Beverly Hills, corner of Old Santa Monica and Beverly. Parking is free. Admission to the broadcast is free. The festival hotline is 310-786-1015.
Yes, we're going to have some real talent in here later in the week.
Yeah.
So, we do not have a phone screen now?
We will in a minute.
Have a screen?
We will in a minute.
All right. Where are we going? Line 5?
Yeah.
Hello.
Anderson, put on line 5 for us.
Are we talking to somebody?
Hello?
Hello. What's your name?
Hello?
What is your name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, it's Jennifer.
All right. What's up?
Okay, here's what's up. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm afraid to receive oral sex. I have no sex drive, and when I do have sex, I very, very rarely enjoy it. And I'm trying to figure out if the being afraid of receiving oral sex would be a factor of having been abused sexually. I'm really not sure.
Let's think about it for a second. Use your imagination. Doesn't it make sense that unpleasant sexual symptoms now might have something to do with what happened to you when you were a kid?
Yes, but I'm just saying, would that be a sign of sexual abuse? I mean, I agree I need therapy, but
I'm just saying...
How old are you?
29.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
You are?
Yes, I'm married.
You're married. How's that going?
Good, except for the sex part.
Yeah. That means bad.
Yeah.
Who abused you sexually?
I don't know. I have no memory of it whatsoever.
Oh, well, fine.
How do you know it happened?
I don't know what happened. I'm just asking if it's...
Oh, for Christ's sake.
No.
I'll tell you, our callers go from dumb to retard in just a heartbeat. You don't know you've been sexually abused? This is just purely a hypothetical question?
Exactly.
Because you're scared of oral sex?
Yes.
Well, maybe you're Jewish. No?
No.
Okay, well, then you were probably abused.
No. Why is this? Why are you jumping to those kinds of conclusions?
Because it's been going on for so long.
But this one preference, the preference that you don't like oral sex, is leading you to conclude your sexual
You don't want it performed on you, and you don't want to perform it on someone
I
else.
don't mind performing it. I just
Oh, you don't?
being performed on. No, not at all. Not at all.
So you're into that. You just don't want it done on you.
Right.
God bless you. We have to clone her, Drew. We have to get some cells. We have to get some cell samples. Make her in the lab. Yeah. And what's your husband think about that?
Well, he obviously doesn't like it too much.
Yeah, he says he doesn't like it, but he's feeling like he dodged a bullet there. Drew, you'd be all right with that with your wife, right? All right. She's going to kick your ass when you get home.
No, you're asking a question.
All right. Well, listen, can't you have a couple glasses of wine and just hold still?
I'm
You know what I'm saying? How tough is that? What do you have to do? Just hold still.
Okay, sure.
Listen, okay, put her on hold, Drew. Let me say something.
Please, Adam, go right ahead.
You were talking last night about a fear of flying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You used to have a fear of flying.
Absolutely.
I used to have a fear of flying.
Yeah.
And then we got hooked up with a bunch of people that sent us around the country every other week so they could make 15% of it.
Yes,
right?
That's right. Then we lost our fear of flying.
Now, all of a sudden, all I do on planes is complain.
Yes.
Ironically
Yes.
enough, right?
Now my fear of flying is returning.
Your
Actually,
fear
I
of
get
flying
PTSD from flying.
is sitting next to me and
Yes.
had me complain
Right.
and tell you to stop doing those goddamn Scantron tests and start listening to me. I got problems with the building inspector and my garbage man, and I demand to be heard. Right?
Yeah, oh, yes. You
Okay.
do.
Now,
you carry
how
on.
did you get over your fear of flying? Therapy?
No, just by flying a lot.
By doing it.
Yeah.
Just by doing it.
Yeah.
And don't you think, and maybe we're slitting our own throats here, but don't you think...
By getting too involved in stuff.
No, I mean, maybe we're slitting our own throats here by just saying, not everything needs therapy.
Of
Not
course.
everything needs a book. Just if there's something that you're not into and there's no concrete reason that you're not into it, just do it and relax.
Yes.
You get used to it, it's fine.
I agree.
Okay. But you don't tell that to women.
No, occasionally
You would
we do.
tell that to a guy, but you
No,
wouldn't tell it to a
If
woman.
there are real specific behaviors that you'd like to change, sometimes you can change them. If it's fear is the only thing
She's
that's...
married,
Yeah.
the relationship's fine, just hold
Absolutely.
still.
I agree.
You do what I do. You pick.
But something she wants to do. It's not like she's saying, this is happening to me, my husband demands it. She wants to do it.
Right.
That's different. I would say hold still.
Yeah, you know what I do when I get to oral sex? I focus on one spot.
In the ceiling?
On the
One little
ceiling.
grains of the cottage cheese in your ceiling?
That's right, right. You know what I do when I get oral sex, actually? I focus my eyeballs on one part of... it's inside my skull, actually, because my eyes will always roll back, but one part of my frontal lobe I will actually stare at from underneath.
That's nice.
Thank you.
It's quite an image. Matt, 21. Matt.
All right, guys. Just the big problem here is I'm 21 years old, right?
Yeah? That's the big problem?
I have real trouble. Well, for me it is. I'm not getting erections like I like to. And
How do you like your erections?
I like them hard as well.
Yeah.
Actually,
I like my medium.
Sunny side up, mate.
This is how.
I like my erections a little bit runny.
A little bit,
Just
yeah.
a little bit, so I can, mop them up with the toast.
Well, when I'm by myself, of course, they're hard as hell.
Sure.
But when I
Yeah,
get
that's right.
That's a given,
right.
huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you, the 100 best boners I've had in my life, there hasn't been anyone within a 10-mile radius of my penis.
I'm
You
not sure if I'm
understand
going to
that?
get on this path, but I
The
can't resist.
100
First of all,
best
you cataloged the 100
boners.
best. 100 best boners.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a title for some...
No, but
Yeah.
you know what? It's a good coffee table book.
Okay,
Adam's 100 best
100 best boners.
Yeah,
And
it's a quick read.
What makes the best?
Don't play stupid. I'm going to talk to the audience here. You guys know what I'm talking about. It happens.
No, I'm lost.
No, here's how it happens. It's usually after sleeping, but sometimes it's from a nap. And sometimes it's just a right combination, emotionally and physically. Maybe you had yourself like, some funky herbal tea or something, and you ate a jar of peanut butter or something. That could be a physical, chemical thing. But I woke up from a nap 2 days ago, and I had an erection that actually bent up and came all the way around and made a loop. It was so hard. It made a full eye hook. I mean, I woke up. I took like a 45-minute nap. I don't know. God knows what I was dreaming about, but it was like, oh my God, this thing it's got a life of its own. It frightened me, and I thought, this is the kind of boner that I've rarely had in front of a woman. This is a great, great boner, and it'll be gone in a few moments. And it'll never come back, like some of the greatest farting I've ever done. Gone. Gone. Into thin air. Never to be appreciated. Huh?
I'm not getting it. That's the problem.
What's that?
I got it up now for one chick, and it wasn't hard, barely at all. It got enough to do the deed, correct?
I guess.
Correct.
That's how it's working.
Yeah. Affirmative.
I'm getting, yeah.
I'll testify to that, Drew.
Disagree with me. I'm going along. I'm just trying to figure out. There's been 4 separate incidents, and it's just driving me crazy every time I'm trying to do it now.
Are you on medication? Are you on any medication?
Not at the time. Not that I can think of. Nothing any more serious than like allergy medications. That's the max.
That can do it.
Okay, that was at one time. And one time. Well, what about the other 3 times?
Well, sometimes
the other 3 times are from the one time.
Yeah, you're so anxious about
it. This is after those other 3 times. I mean, we're talking when I was 17, 18, going all the way up.
Okay.
You've had it 4 times total? A problem?
Females.
Yeah, how many different episodes?
Every time. Every time I try it with any, I've only tried it with these 5 females.
Wait, stop.
One I've got it with.
Wait a minute. Were these all one-night stands kind of thing?
No, not at all.
Just all relationships. All right, I was going to tell him he had to start focusing, but now I'm going to change it to you got to kill yourself.
That's it. That's how it's working because I can't. And now it's driving me so crazy. I mean, I think about it constantly when I'm trying to get it going.
Well, that's the problem.
You're freaking yourself out.
And whatnot.
That may be the problem.
You know what it's like? It's like when you get really stoned and you think about breathing. You start to hyperventilate and then choke. You know, hey, you guys ever get really stoned? I'm talking to the audience. You get really stoned and you're eating, right? Like I'll always do that. I get stoned, I'll eat all the time.
Oh, you were kidding?
And I'll start eating. Now I'll be just having a great time. I'll be eating, and then halfway in it, I'll be chomping down. I'll go, hey, I wonder where my tongue is right now. I mean, I know it's in my mouth, but how's it working? I mean, is it going in and out? Is it getting in between my teeth? I know it's pushing food around and stuff, and then I will bite my tongue within 15 seconds of wondering where my tongue is because I was stoned and I was thinking about it. Yeah. And this is what this guy's doing with his penis. You shouldn't be thinking too much about it when you're having sex. He starts thinking about it, he has difficulty. What does he need to do? He's 21. It's been a problem his whole life. I think he needs to go somewhere.
I, for some reason, can't seem to get information on that. It's all very... Remember that we were talking about last night that...
guys who have no personality, just a rap?
The rap thing, yeah. Lots of rap, and so I didn't get much information. But
let him...
Medicine's the #1 thing. Other biological causes are very important. Anxiety is a very important cause. All things for him to think about.
Don't you think he should just go to a clinic? Or go to a specialist?
Go to a doctor, and certainly... Not a specialist. Just start with a general doctor.
Sure.
Penny.
Well, why talk to someone else what they're doing?
30. You're a dick. Excuse me, Penny, not you.
How dare you?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Rock. Oh, go on. I say you really rock my world, guys. Anyway, I have a question. 2 questions. Is that all right? All right. First question is, statement is, I'm allergic to latex gloves. Any other rubber glove there is that I use to wash dishes.
What happened?
And I break it. Well, I had to take 2,000 milligrams of antibiotics for 7 days a day, 2,000 a day for 7 days to get rid of this infection in my cuticles that rots my fingernail. And then my question was, if I'm allergic to latex, am I going to be allergic to latex condoms? Because I had...
What does fingernail infection have to do with allergy?
I don't know. I was told I was allergic to latex.
Okay, so somebody told you that.
Yes, my doctor told me that.
Allergy to latex is allergy to latex. All latex, all contact. So yes, you would expect that if that's in fact the case. And it's a pretty common allergy. So
all right, so what about latex condoms?
Allergy. So you should be using polyurethane.
So I can use polyurethane. Well, I have. Okay, my other statement was, okay, I've been celibate.
Wait, but haven't you? Oh, okay, that was my next question. How have you not used a latex condom in all these years?
Well, I've never even had to use a condom because I was married, divorced, blah blah blah. And I've been celibate.
Blah, 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 Adam.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And,
I think that's code for oral sex. Blah, blah, blah. That's the sound it makes when the guy's down there.
Blah, blah,
blah. That's what I do. I do my Tom Leykis impersonation when I perform oral sex. I went blah, 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 blah.
And she starts
blah, 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 blah. Hate them bitches. Blah, 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 blah.
Anyways, my question was, okay, after my last pregnancy, I had a tube ligation, and my cycle cut down to like 4 days a week, and that was it. And I was normally 7 days a week. Well, now this past year, I've lost 180 pounds. Okay, went from a size 26 to size 14, and now my cycle's back to 7 days a week.
By 7 days a week, you mean 7 days a month?
I'm sorry, 7. You know what I mean? 21 days, 28 days, I have a cycle for 7 days.
Right. You bleed for
and I
7
was having one for 4 days up until I lost 180 pounds.
Well, the fat tissue adipose tissue produces a lot of hormones.
True,
like
that could have been all muscle. How dare you call that fat?
I've been using steroids, whatever it is.
180 pounds. What are you down to? See, this size 14 doesn't mean that much to guys.
I'm also working out and building muscle and toning, so I'm weighing more and I'm losing inches.
Right. Don't buy that rap.
59 pounds from like 298.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
I had 3 children, so with each pregnancy, I just got larger and larger from a size 7.
Did you even know it when you were pregnant?
The third one, no.
Didn't know you were pregnant?
No, and that's another reason why.
Kid was 4, and then she caught on.
When I was asleep, but I didn't know it because I had a really weird husband.
What? Wait, state that again. You let that one go right past us.
You had sex, he impregnated you while you were asleep?
I'm pretty sure because I don't remember having sex. And I don't remember because up until my 8th, I didn't even see the doctor until I was 8 months pregnant because I never felt her move. And up until like the month before I had her, then she started being more active.
Do you have any sort of dissociative disorder? I mean, were you abused or something as a kid and kind of?
No, and I had 2 children prior, so.
8 months pregnant, you never felt the baby move?
Nope.
You figured it was just that 6-foot sub you ate earlier or something?
Her agita. Get the agita.
Oh, boy, do I got to take a dump. Oh, I tell you.
It's a baby.
I could lay a 7.6-pound dump right now. Woo! Feels like something's growing in me.
Anyways, my question was...
Oh, my God. Oh.
I can't get pregnant, right, if I've had my 2
Thank God I masturbated before I came in here tonight. Drew.
Yes, you
twice. Thank God.
That is true.
Oh,
Twice.
Twice. Thank God.
That is true that you should not be able to get pregnant, and your irregularity or your change in your menstrual cycling should have nothing to do with fertility. Okay?
All right, baby. You keep going. Hey, and listen. Let me tell you something. You're looking good now, right? Right. Oh, Drew put her on hold. Let me tell you something, all you gals who've lost 185 pounds or more. I know it's a milestone. I know you feel good about it. I know you've never felt better about yourself, and that's great.
I know what you're going to say.
But don't tell the new dude you're dating that you lost basically a junior college outside linebacker. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll freak his ass out. You're feeling good, and you think you'll score points with this. And if you were a man, you might score some points with a woman, but men's minds don't work that way. Yeah. You could see a woman who looked beautiful, 125 pounds, 5'8", and fit as a fiddle, and if she told you she lost 200 pounds...
Why is that? Let's go through it.
Because you're at dinner, and basically when she's saying, I've lost 200 pounds, it's like her saying, I was in a horrible fire. Do you understand? Like you're picturing, like what's going to happen when that blouse comes off?
Oh, I see.
What am I going to be looking at?
Oh, I see.
And it freaks them out.
Well, let's say she's wearing a bathing suit and things look okay. Would it still be freaked out?
Yeah.
Because
I'm scared when I have sex with a woman who used to be fat that she's pushing her fat up my penis and that my ass is going to get big.
Maybe your penis will get bigger.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
That's a good angle. See, I never thought about it. I never had a doctor's opinion on this. That's right. All right, let's take ourselves a little break. You want to wee?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
I'll go with you, though.
No, I'll wait. No, forget it.
All right.
You don't have to.
All
right, Anderson, take us out of here.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We're at the Television Radio Museum in Beverly Hills. I've never been here before.
It's a great place, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah.
How have you never been here?
Why should I have been here?
You've been to the one in New York a bunch of times.
That's because Kevin and Bean were broadcasting for like a whole week when I used to get to go over there and have a good time before the ball and chain. Right. It's LoveLine.
Right.
But it is beautiful. And you know, I walk around. It's like a hospital. It's like a sanitarium in here. Sort of like everything's white and there's
marble.
There's no molding or casing anywhere. Lots of glass. And then wonder where did the money come from for this thing? Where did it come from? Who's paying for this?
That's prime real estate in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. I get the feeling I'm paying for it.
No, I don't think it's a taxpayer thing.
You don't think so? Who pays for this?
Whose head is that over here? Maybe he did it.
That's the head of that's Peter Falk. Isn't it?
Looks like him.
Who is head? Whose head is that over there? See if his eye comes out.
Right here on the window.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is great radio.
Ralph Guild?
Ralph Guild.
Oh,
yeah,
of
the Writers Guild. Is that the guy?
Of all guilds.
We're of all guilds.
Established all guilds.
Anyway, people donate money, and I guess they do this kind
of
stuff.
There we
go. Fantastic.
You know, the people on TV,
All right.
It's shocking that people on TV would build a shrine on their own behalf. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Yeah. John, 23.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
How you guys doing?
Good.
Well, my question I have for you guys is that my semen, as of late, has been kind of smelling like bleach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bleach.
Yeah.
What are you collecting your semen on? To smell it.
Little swatches.
Yeah, maybe the swatches have been bleached is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, listen, all semen smells like bleach.
Like Kleenex.
Kleenex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine smells like fresh cut pine, so you got trouble. People ask me to whack off in their car just to freshen it up. Well, I'll have people go like, hey, I spilled my bong in the apartment. Could you come in here and jack off on the carpet? Folks are coming in. Folks are coming in from out of town. Yeah. All right.
Well,
yeah, listen, it all smells bad. Semen always smells like bleach. Isn't it true?
And bleach is not the word that jumps into my head, leaps into my mind. But, John, it doesn't sound like anything you should be worried about, okay?
Well, I think it might have something to do with the...
like what?
I don't know. Want to say it?
Go ahead.
It's going to make bogosity come out here.
Go ahead.
What is it, John?
I'm a potter.
Do you smoke pot or you throw pots?
I throw pots, which is one of the other things that I had to talk to Adam about. Why are you always talking bad about
Kindred spirits, yeah. Go ahead. What do you do?
Huh?
Were you a ceramics major like I was at North Hollywood High?
That's right.
Yeah. Were you a ceramics major?
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, you were not. Okay, listen, wise ass. What is weathered feldspar?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's clay. It's stoneware.
Give me the difference between a slab pot and a pinch pot.
Well, a slab would be rolled out on a slab roller. Pinch pot you make from a lump of clay that you pinch it.
Oh, wait a minute. He could have gotten lucky.
I can stump you. What do you got?
What is slip?
Slip is liquid clay.
Oh,
that's it.
What's an extruder?
He's in.
All right. Hey, brother, where you been? I missed you.
Let's see. You're 23, porcelain major in high school. You should be cleaning carpets now.
Yeah, are you cleaning carpets or are you doing construction labor?
I'm doing well.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm working at a supply store.
Oh, an art supply store?
What's that?
All right, so what do? You just smoke weed and string beads and play with clay all day, right?
I haven't smoked weed for years.
All right, well, you're gonna get tired of the ceramics soon. Do you have your own kiln?
I do.
Wow. And all of this doesn't translate into 1 ounce of extra poontang, does it? Not 1 ounce.
Oh, you don't know these days.
No.
He's an artiste.
No, it doesn't.
I just got over a 5-year relationship, so...
Oh, boy.
I see.
Oh, boy.
All right.
You okay?
I don't know. I kind of actually wanted some hints on how to get through that.
You sound a little depressed.
No kidding. I'm getting depressed, too. Hey, all you can do is work on your own life, make your life better. That's the only way to get over a bad relationship. You just got to work on your own ass. That's it. Therapy, go on long walks, listen to classical music, do a lot of push-ups. Pretend like you're in prison and you're training for a fight. You know what I mean, Drew? A lot of chin-ups on like the towel bar and stuff like that in the bathroom.
There's something to what you're saying, and that self-care is important.
Would you hang up on him, please, before we talk more about clay?
All right.
This kid knew about clay, though. I'll tell you that. I forgot I knew so much about clay. Drew, you know what an extruder is?
No.
Extruder. This is how the posers make a coil pot. Instead of rolling,
it's like a Play-Doh. It's like a Play-Doh extruder.
Yeah, they stuff the clay into the extruder and then pull the handle down. It's like a big orange juice maker.
Yeah.
And the extruded coil comes out. But that ain't old school, brother. You don't bring that extruder around here, right?
Dan, 21.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Dan.
Actually, I got 2 questions. One, my friends smoke quite a bit of weed, and I hang around with them, party with them, stuff like that. Now, I don't smoke. Question I have for you is, will the secondhand smoke from that, will that stay in your system as long as actually smoking it directly?
No. Well, if you were like in a tiny enclosed space where the smoke was the predominant makeup of the air you were breathing, yeah, it'd be the same as smoking it from a cigarette, but that essentially doesn't happen.
Okay, because
not unless if you locked yourself in a car and lit a bonfire, yes, you would get a lot of smoke that way. But just in a passive situation in a room, no. Every addict I know wants to blame their positive urine on that fact, and I've yet to have one substantiated.
the reason I just got a job in drug testing. And all that.
Shouldn't it be negative urine? Shouldn't we start calling the drug-soaked urine negative urine and start calling the clean urine positive urine? Give it sort of a
happier spin?
Yeah. You know, why should we be punished for not doing drugs by having negative urine? You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it during our break.
All right, we'll be back after this.
LoveLine.
1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
It is LoveLine, a very special edition of LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla, that is Dr. Drew. We're coming to you tonight from the Television and Radio Museum in beautiful Beverly Hills. Drew, you doing good?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. How about you?
I thought you were tired.
I was, but I'm getting a second win here.
What are you tired from?
Trick-or-treating last night.
Really?
We covered like about 8 miles.
What'd you go as? Yeah, but in your neighborhood, 8 miles is 3 houses.
No. We went to somebody else's neighborhood. The houses were a long distance apart. And these kids...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. No.
You live in that... did they let black people into your neighborhood yet? Did you guys vote on that recently?
We had a vote.
Uh-huh.
And we're still waiting the results.
Right. Colin Powell wanted to drive through and he couldn't get permission, or how'd that work?
Please.
All right, so you went... Where'd you go? Why did you go to another neighborhood? Why not your own neighborhood?
Because ours is dead. I mean, they're not interested in having seen kids run around our neighborhood.
Really?
Our neighbors actually told us to stay away.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not. Old money?
Just old. One of them said, "I've been through that. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the lights out and stay away."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So somebody else's neighborhood, and we had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you go? Somewhere in Pasadena?
Yeah.
You walked around?
Yeah.
Where the kids
We
go?
had 14 kids running around with us.
What were your kids going?
Jordan was a pharaoh. Douglas was a baseball ghost, and Paulina was a hippie.
Baseball ghost. Baseball ghost?
He had like a Dodge outfit on, it's in a weird mask, and
yeah. I don't like that
invention.
mixing and matching. It's not kosher.
Yeah. It worked though. It worked for him.
Really?
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
All right. I'll let him slide.
Raymond, 17.
What happened yesterday was me and my girlfriend were having sex, right? And her dad came in, he caught us, and he started kicking my ass, nasty, And I was wondering, if I could report him, or if I won't get in trouble because I had sex with his daughter also.
How old is she?
11.
17 also.
What state he called from?
Did he kick your ass? Were you actually having sex with her?
Well, he was
when he walked
in my head, and I felt like something pounded me in the back of the head, and before I know it, he was kicking my ass.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Your penis was in his daughter's mouth.
Yeah.
And you were attached to your penis, right?
Yeah.
And he was kicking. He was in the room.
No, he walked in, and we didn't hear it because the room is real close to the door, And we heard, and I was trying to get up, and before I knew, he started pounding on me.
Right.
Did he hurt you?
Yes.
Were you naked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. There's something great about.
Now, but I tried to get my clothes ready, But at least it was only that, not.
Only a few of us have suffered the humiliation of taking a beating with an erection.
Naked
with an erection, scrambling with an erection and being beaten. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk about your brain doesn't even know how to begin to process that, because your brain is still getting oral sex for a full 10 minutes after it stopped.
How does fight or flight kick in?
Yeah, he's lucky you didn't rape him. That's what I would have done. I use that penis as a weapon. All right.
Raymond, what state are you calling from?
California.
Yeah, so it's an issue.
No, listen.
You can be... No, it's not an issue, because you can be within 3 years of the perpetrator.
What did he do to you? Are you okay?
No, I have a lot of bumps on my head. So he kept me just hit him in the head.
That's all right. That's okay. You've learned a lesson. No more BJs in the entry hall.
And can I call the center for this?
You can call authority. You can call the police for an assault.
No, he wouldn't do that. You're fine.
Can I call
the center?
Yeah, the center of your ass.
Of your ass. Drew, you had to keep going with him, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't know that was bogus?
No, I didn't know it was bogus.
What Mexican guy gets beat on? First off, all the Mexicans get beat on as part of the gang initiation. Didn't you know that?
I see.
At 15, they all beat the crap out of each other. That's how they get in the gang. Right? You guys know that, right? It's a rite of passage. Do not question the culture, Drew. The point is what guy from L.A., what Mexican guy from L.A. is going to go report the dad for giving him a mild whooping after he's getting a BJ from her daughter?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Fair enough.
Use your head.
It's late at night. Carrie, 24.
Hi.
Hey.
I don't know if you already know what my question was, but I just have a quick one. It's my husband takes a lot of amphetamines. He works out a lot, and I don't know. He's on a lot. He takes a lot of pills and a lot of liquid things, and I don't know if that has an effect on his sex drive or it has anything to do
Carrie,
with
do you understand how dangerous that is and how profoundly addicted he is?
I tell him all the time to just lay off of him, but he...
Carrie, wait, he is an addict. He's doing GHB and amphetamines?
How do you know what he's doing?
No. Well, I don't know. He takes...
Liquid? You said the liquid.
It could be Gatorade.
What?
No. He takes ephedrine, all sorts of things. He mixes them all together, like all sorts of different pills, and he's got like this liquid...
It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly healthy.
That's GHB, Carrie. The liquid is GHB.
Well, you tell us how it's affected his sex drive.
Well, that's what I'm trying to ask you. If you load up on a certain
okay, but we're asking you. You've been with him before.
It's affected it. It's like barely even...
Okay.
And,
all right.
And what I also want to know is if it like shrinks things, because I think it kind of has an effect on the downstairs thing.
Well, he may be doing steroids also, and that will shrink things.
And I do know one of his friends, his brother's friend, was doing it, and he was joking about, "Oh, get me some." You know what I mean? And I don't know.
This is fine. This is how God punishes those who look good nude. You understand?
Shrinks the penis.
Absolutely. You don't work out, do you?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, every now and then. I'm not like him.
But you're not a big gal, are you?
No.
Yeah. You know what I can't stand? You ever see those workout couples?
Yeah.
They're both working out.
Yeah.
They both look like they just got back from the tan salon.
Yeah.
And they have the like pasted on smile. They look like those couples that enter the fitness championships, and they look like they have eating disorders, and they look as sick as a healthy person could ever look.
Right.
Yeah, and it looks like if you handed them a glass, they would just crush it. They would snap the stem off if you handed them a wine glass. They're so
thick,
like tense.
Thick and tense.
Yeah, but it's not muscular so much. It's just that they look like that all the time, like they're taking a crap everywhere. They're too tan, and the guys are all shaved, and Jesus, guys.
But Carrie,
yes?
You have a major problem on your hands here. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand that. I just don't...
This is profound addictive disease, and amphetamines will bring him down in a big way. He will start to get paranoid. He will start to have memory problems and mood disturbances, and some of this can be permanent. And this is not going to stop without treatment. I guarantee it.
What's he do for a living? Oh, my God. UPS?
He's a cop.
Oh, he's a cop. Perfect. Good. Well, he's going to pull me over, and I'll get a little taste of that steroid rage on the way home.
Yeah, this is. I mean, Carrie, this is really, really serious stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, he doesn't do anything illegal, but you know.
Carrie.
Yeah.
This is as serious as addiction can get.
Yeah.
All right. Do you understand that?
Yeah. It's just I got to keep him out of the.
Tell him to relax. Oh, he's married. What's he care?
Wait a minute. Why are you so why are you so haphazard and sort of matter of fact about this?
As far as I want to take.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No, it's like yeah, he's an addict. I know he could die. All right, I know. Okay.
It's as far as I know, he's not doing anything illegal. It's just the stuff that he takes. I don't know if it has anything. If it kills the sex drive or.
Carrie.
Because we have a problem.
Oh, who cares?
Carrie, I don't know where to start with you.
What city are you calling from?
What, I would rather not say that.
Are you not in Los Angeles?
No.
You're not in Los Angeles?
No.
All right, who cares?
Carrie, the most serious forms of addiction are to prescription medication, not illegal medicine.
Right.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a really terrible problem on your hands here.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to see someone about this. And until he gets paranoid and shoots somebody, I suggest you take care of this.
Drew, would you suggest that he talk to the officer psychologist
Yeah.
You know, that really super hot chick who I see in the movies.
The ballistic expert?
Well, no, that's the blonde.
Oh, that's right.
The blonde is
She's the
ballistic.
cop. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is the police psychologist who's ultra hot. She wears those real smart Ann Taylor business suits, and she shows a lot of leg.
Blonde hair just above the shoulder?
No, the blonde is the ballistic
but brownish hair.
Brown, smart, and wears a very stylishly framed glasses, because you can't tell when a chick is super hot. She puts on a pair of prescription glasses. You see Cindy Crawford wearing her reading glasses, you walk right past her, but she pulls those off and does that head flank. You're on it. Yeah, he should go talk to the ultra super on fire hot police psychologist. I've never seen one in real life, but I've never every movie I've ever seen, they're super hot.
Not just movie, TV, that's a TV convention.
Oh, TV too, and they're sexed up. They want sex.
Aaron, 17.
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Okay, I was told to be really enthusiastic because you guys wanted some Huff and Tafel tonight.
All right, hang up on that young ass.
Brennan, 21.
How you guys
Brennan?
doing?
Hey.
Hello. Yeah, I mean, I've had the same girlfriend for about a year and a half, and we've been using condoms for about the last 3 months, and I cannot come with a condom for the life of me. She was on the pill for about a year, and she didn't like that, and so we tried to use condoms, and it's not working for me.
Yeah. You tried different brands of condoms?
Oh, I've tried everything on the market. I mean,
Really?
everything.
What about her going back on the pill? Maybe trying some different pills.
The pills really lowered her libido. I mean, she was not into sex at all when she was on the pill.
Which pill?
She was on oval something. Oval. I forget.
Ortho?
Oval dirt track?
Was it ortho tricycling or ortho
tricycling, that one.
tricycling?
Wow.
And that's the only pill she tried?
She was on it for about 8 months.
Yeah, but she should try some other pills. There are many different sort of mixtures out there of hormones that can be less likely to cause that particular side effect.
It's a tough sell, though. You know what I mean? When you've tried the pill, it didn't make you feel very good. Yeah. It's sort of a commitment. You can't just try it one night and try another one the next night.
Right.
It's a tough sell for a guy to get his girlfriend onto that stuff. How about she just polishes you off with a little oral, like Drew does?
That's fine. I mean, if I take the condom off, 5 minutes later, it's done, But, it's nice to come in the act, And it's just not happening.
Oh, how old is this guy?
21.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, give yourself something to look forward to. Finish with the oral. You come in the act when you're 30.
Or 18.
These kids, they want it all these days.
Marie.
Come in the act. Come in the ass. Come in the hamper. They're coming everywhere.
Marie.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on?
I have a question. It's not really a question. It's more of a... Yeah, it is. Never mind. Anyway, I have a problem.
Hold on. New record. Took Drew 1 hour and 12 minutes before he punched a microphone tonight. Say, it's a new personal best for you, Drew. Mm-hmm. He's been averaging 3 to 6 minutes into the show. So
nice ring to it, too, in the stand.
Yeah.
Maurice, what's the deal?
I don't enjoy sex. I've been having sex for about a year and a half now, and I don't dislike it, but I can't get an orgasm.
Same partner?
Yeah. I've had about probably one real orgasm.
Hold on, is that your belly?
Yeah, it's my stomach.
Really?
Yeah.
You nervous?
Yeah, and I don't understand.
You Mexican?
I just
No.
You're vegetable?
Well, no, I feel like one because I can't get into it.
All right, I was listening to Drew's stomach. Thank God it wasn't his ass.
The same?
I thought that was your ass.
Again, same partner, one partner?
Yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah.
How often do you have sex with him?
Almost every day.
Oh, God bless you. This is a real woman. You hear this? You hear this, ladies? She hates sex. She
feels like
sex
a vegetable.
Feels like, can't even feel it. And she has sex with him every day.
It's like, not every day, I don't know, but a lot of times a day.
Good enough.
A lot of times a day. Not every day.
Not every day, but a lot of times a day.
Yeah.
I see.
I
understand. It's all coming into focus now. At one point in the call, I thought it was every day. Now I realize
it's a lot of times a day.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Marie.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not into this guy.
But I am.
Certainly. Let's
Makes you feel like
your
a
vagina
vegetable.
on. Let's get to the bottom of this. You are not into this guy.
Makes you feel like a vegetable. How nice.
Well, with orally, it's okay. But
You have an orgasm then?
yeah,
Oh, you do?
yeah.
Oh,
jeez.
But-
You're ahead of the game, Marie.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Most women, how old is she?
18.
Most 18-year-old women don't have an orgasm.
Period. Period.
Okay, period. But especially via intercourse. You understand?
Yeah.
And you may never have it during intercourse. That's not uncommon at all.
No, it is not.
That sucks.
No, it is not. No, it is not. Thank you. It's so true. Oh, my God, is that true? Guys, you know what I'm talking about? Jesus Christ, like I got some kind of curse with that. I swear to God.
Yeah, Adam, there's only one variable here that's fixed.
What's the common denominator? How dare you? How dare you bring that up in front of this lively partisan crowd? You humiliate me. Jesus. But, okay, listen, you're having an orgasm, and it's through oral sex, and it gives you oral sex every day that you have sex?
No.
How often does it give you how many orgasms do you have a week?
One.
One, but you'll have sex multi-times.
Yeah.
So why doesn't he perform oral sex on you if he knows that's what'll do it for you?
Because he doesn't really know.
Doesn't know the...
I don't want to tell him.
Are you faking an orgasm when he's having intercourse with you?
Yeah.
Oh, man. God bless you. Okay, listen.
You got to get more honest. You've got
Well, okay, but don't tell him you've been faking for the last year. Just tell him to perform some oral sex on you and let him finish you off, all right? It's understood. You get no rhythm after a while.
I have one
You
more
learn to
question.
accept defeat.
It's a little more serious.
No,
Real
no.
quick. Come on.
Okay. I got a pap smear done, and it came back with some sort of abnormally, and I'm wondering if that could be caused of a STD, or is it something having to do with my cervix or anything like that?
What kind of question was that?
I don't know. What's that?
You had abnormal cells?
Hurry.
That is wart virus more often than not, okay? And that could be an STD.
Fantastic. Sleep well, honey. Here we go. Just, it's either crabs or an STD. It's one or the other. Good night. Let's go to the next call, Drew. What are you doing over there?
I'm having trouble getting my... There we go.
Good night.
There we go. Eric, 26.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
I got a question. I'm 26 years old and I have a problem with premature ejaculation about 90% of the time.
Yeah. How long does it take you?
It always 5 minutes or less.
And, yeah, 5 minutes is a long time. I mean, if you think about, holding your breath for 5 minutes or getting in the ring with Tyson or, you know what I mean?
Times it takes the...
No, seriously, though. My sex life with my girlfriend has gone downhill within the past 4 or 5 months or so. But
So this is a new problem?
yeah, it's fairly new. About 4 or 5 months old.
Where do you think it's coming from?
I don't know. I don't know. When we first started going together, a couple of years ago, it was awesome. But
Yeah. Then maybe your penis has gotten lazy. Your penis is no different than an employee. It's really, your penis is an employee of the vagina. It works for the vagina.
Okay.
You punch in, And on the first day on the job, what's that employee like, Drew?
Sweep and clean.
10 minutes early, right? Yes, sir. No, sir. Want a little more coffee, Mr. Vagina? You're looking good today, Mr. Vagina. That's a smart tie you're wearing, Mr. Vagina. Yeah, sharp. I can see how you got to the middle. You're very smart, very sharp. But what do you like? What do you like after year number 2 of your job? You're stealing stuff from the supply room. You know what I'm saying? You're showing up late. You're punching in for other people. Your lunches have gone from 30 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes. Fridays is Rum Friday. You're getting drunk by noon. You're cutting out early. People are covering for you. Urinating in the coffee maker. Oh, yeah.
Is there anything I can do for this?
Yeah, how does he breathe new life into his penis?
What's going on in the relationship?
Well, I say I feel within the past couple of months the relationship has gone pretty bad because of it.
Yeah, but maybe it went bad, and this is a byproduct of that.
Absolutely.
Really? This doesn't work with guys. Okay.
No, it does work with guys.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Start whacking off in advance before you go into work, like I do.
I even tried that.
You already tried that. Didn't work. Well, just have oral sex on her. You're on the clock as soon as you start having oral sex.
I think something.
You tried that? No, keep doing it. I don't know.
I think there's something wrong with this relationship. He's sort of overwhelmed for some reason.
He doesn't seem too enthusiastic about it.
No, he seems so anxious and so sort of like lost in it.
Right.
You can imagine how if you're not in command of yourself, you're lost in that relationship and unclear what's going on, and things can happen. So,
maybe not in command of yourself. You mean not in command of your penis?
I think that's sort of a metaphor for that too. Yeah, Dave 20.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Would you say you're in command of your penis in your relationship?
I am the commander, yes.
You'd be like, would you say you're a sergeant, your penis is a private, or you'd be like a general, and your penis would maybe a...
Just off the bus from the enlistment office.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're saying, Drew, you are a 4-star general, and your penis is a recruit that just got off a bus from Iowa.
No, he'd probably be a major.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corporal.
Get on your knees, scumbag!
All right, who is this?
Dave.
Dave.
20.
Okay.
What's up, Dave?
Quick question. Couple questions, actually. Every time I have sex with my girlfriend, maybe a day or two after, I notice that I get this rash on the head of my penis with pimple-like, pimple-like, and it burns.
Do they blister?
I can't really say if they blister, but
let me just say that
Drew, as the general of your penis, you would not accept that from a new recruit.
Unacceptable.
That's right. KP duty all the way, right?
Clean up, baby.
Yes, you'll be peeling potatoes in the mess hall.
Dave, really, a rule of thumb is that anything that's painful, any painful rash on the penis
it turns red, and it's like a burning.
Is herpes until proven otherwise. So a doctor really needs to look at that rash when you're having an outbreak, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Because it could be herpes, it could be some allergy, it could be just eczema or something, but are you using a condom?
Well, that's another thing, that every time we use a condom, she actually just went into the doctor about this, that there's something wrong with her vagina accepting a condom, that she gets an outburst every time.
Accept the vagina, doesn't accept the condom.
So you're saying her vagina gets an outburst?
Or something, I don't know. That even the doctor prescribed that she cannot...
No, the vagina doesn't accept the condom.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, that she can't use condoms no more, that now she's on the pill, you know.
Yeah, you guys, I think, maybe need to go...
Hold on, we got to vote for that voucher system. Where are you calling from?
El Segundo.
El Segundo. All right, that'd be within the jurisdiction of, what is that, Prop 35?
Yeah.
I got to vote for that. Okay, everyone go to the hospital.
A doctor needs to look at that rash when you're having an outbreak, okay?
No problem.
I'm not quite clear what's going on here with her.
Vagina.
It sounds like there's something. Yeah, I'm glad she's being taken care of, but it doesn't sound like they have a clear diagnosis for her either. So I don't know.
Drew, I know we're running late for break, but aren't we getting close? Because you say a doctor has to look at the condition when you're having the condition.
No, with herpes, it's a kind of a clinical judgment, a clinical diagnosis. That's why you need to do that.
So that's yes. Right. Now, aren't we getting to the point where one could take a picture of one's junk
and send it over the web or something?
Yeah, get it to the doctor.
And just, get your sniffing dogs out, mobilized. Right?
How dare you poke holes in my ideas, Drew? How dare you?
I'm just suggesting that...
I'm saying this is something that could be done, right?
Yes.
Sooner than later.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll take a break.
Oh, yeah. Everybody now. LoveLine, I'll be right back.
This is LoveLine. There we go with the microphone. I'm Adam Carolla. That is my partner over there, Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. We're at the Television and Radio Museum tonight in beautiful Beverly Hills doing a live broadcast. Drew?
Here we go. Let's go right to calls.
Who are we talking to?
Tony's 28. Tony.
Hi, Adam. Hi, Dr. Drew.
Hey, Tony.
Hi. My question is that my husband and I suspect that his father, who's in his 50s, is having a serious sexual identity crisis.
Yeah.
He's on his third marriage, and with each relationship, he has verbally and mentally abused each woman And with his first two wives, there was also some physical abuse.
They may have had it coming.
Well, one of them maybe. But
I see.
anyways.
What's that have to do with sexuality, though?
Well, here's the thing. He has a very difficult time dealing with strong women, and we think he may be gay or bisexual. And we felt that way for some time. Well, the clincher is that we're all in business together, and recently my husband and I were clearing out the history cache on our web browser and came across many sites that our father had searched during his work week, and these were all, the majority of them were all porn sites, both male and female, but primarily gay porn sites on sexuality.
Well, he's definitely gay. I mean, listen, that stuff is revolting.
Well,
that's heterosexual guys. If I see any guy getting cornholed, I will heave.
Well, and that's what I
heave. Do you hear me? Right after I masturbate, I will heave.
Yeah, that's what I sort of thought, because initially I was like, well, maybe my husband, but then I'm like, you would never really go to those sites. And he's like, why would I?
I have told my dad many, many times, I said, Dad, listen, I just sat him down the other day, we were eating lunch. I said, Dad, listen, I'm a big celebrity. You're nothing. B/C. I'm a B/C celebrity who's had a couple of cable shows in his day and a semi-national radio show. You are nothing. And if you ever decide to become a woman or go gay on me, I will have a drifter kill you. So help me Christ, you'll be gone. You understand?
Well,
you should have that conversation with him.
Well, no, because that's
What's your problem?
We don't have a problem necessarily if that's, his choice. And our concern, we just want him to be happy, and he's having troubles again now in his third marriage. And my husband is truly the only person that my father-in-law trusts and respects. My husband's an only child, and my father-in-law has raised him as a single parent for many years. The question we have, knowing that we know now, and he has approached us a number of times trying to open a dialogue about
what?
Just couples, and one quote was how unnatural the unions of man and woman are, and living as a couple, and how difficult it is.
Some compelling points there, Drew. Yeah,
I guess
he's on to something.
Well, that's been your
Yes, he's a sage, this man.
Well,
okay.
and we've
all right. Listen, what kind of store do you guys have? Like, have a Christmas in July store over at the mall? Because if so, that's gay. What do you guys run there?
What I really don't want to say.
What is it? Come on.
It's totally kosher. There's nothing, nothing weird, but I would rather not say.
Oh, please. What business? It'll drive me insane.
Is it food? Is it clothing? What is it?
No, it's I really don't want to say, but it's
cell phones?
No.
Eyeglasses. Aha. Is it at the mall? Did you put it on hold?
Yeah.
True.
That's usually your way of dealing
That was her silence. Oh, who cares? Listen.
Who cares?
Stay. Where's your shops? At a mall?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a non-storefront business.
That has narrowed it down. So, listen, don't get involved.
Well, okay. Well, that is my question, is just because he's trying to approach us on this.
We'll talk to him. What the hell difference does it make?
No. Let him approach your husband.
Yeah.
Tell your husband to go have a talk with
How weird
Bob.
for him, though. Come on.
Pardon?
Well, I know, but how weird for her?
Not as weird as it would be for him.
Well,
you tell them to go out, have themselves a smart cocktail, and hash out the whole gay thing.
That's what I told him to do.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, boy. I'll tell you. Dad, what would you do if your dad came out? He was gay. Would you be all right with that? You would? You know you wouldn't. See, what Drew's thinking right now is he's picturing himself strangling his gay dad, but he's going, Christ, I'm on the radio. So he just takes a long pause, which is, that's admittance of guilt, by the way.
It's hard to know what to do in that kind of
What would you do? What would you do?
I'd accept him unconditionally.
You would? Okay. And but you wouldn't let him around kids, right?
No.
I mean, it's common knowledge that the gay men, they get a hankering for penis of any age. Right, Drew?
No, it's not that. It infects the kid, see.
Oh, I see.
It's an
they
infecting
go
agent. Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
Randy, 26.
Hi.
Hey.
Randy.
Yes.
Coincidence. What's up there,
Adam,
Randy?
Drew. Adam, I just want to say that I'm an honorary member of the Cincinnati Jackers.
Thank you. Oh, was that my masturbatory club I came up with?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. The Cincinnati chapter.
Yep,
fantastic. What's up?
My question is, are there any long-term effects from using over-the-counter sleep aid, like every day?
Which one?
Any of them. Sleepinol, Nitol, Tylenol PM. I've pretty much used them all.
Well, they're mostly just Benadryl, and it can cause some urinary retention and obstruction.
Really?
Yeah. Are you having that problem?
Yeah, I do. I take those things.
Do you have trouble peeing in the morning or late at night?
No, are you kidding? I pee while I'm asleep in the middle of the night.
But it's all can make you urge to pee.
I wet my bed every night. I have no
That's
difficulty.
what I'm saying.
What are you talking about? I pee on the comforter.
There's
all over it.
usually some Tylenol in these things, and that can be an issue for your kidneys and liver over the long term.
Is there Tylenol in those things?
They're usually Tylenol PM and things like that.
Yeah, well, there's Tylenol PM, which has Tylenol in it, I hear that. But what about these other ones, like these,
I'd have to look at the labels.
All right. And how many of these things can you take? How can I jack this thing up to real prescription type thing?
You can't.
Why not?
You'll get like what's called anticholinergic delirium. You'll get sick. You'll get agitated.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you'll be awake, more awake.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why? If 2 makes you tired, shouldn't the whole bottle really just knock you down?
Eventually, some of these medicines, you get a different...
They come back around.
Yeah, different effect.
Right. It's like when stuff smells so bad, it eventually starts smelling like pizza.
It's like what happens to dogs.
Right. I decided that because dogs' nose was like 1,000 times more sensitive than a man's nose, and that they actually stuff their face in other dogs' fresh fecal matter in the park, that the fact that it was 1,000 times more sensitive than a man's did not make it smell 1,000 times worse, that eventually you go around and it smells like pizza.
Or lilacs.
Or lilacs.
Yes.
Right. Eventually, it becomes overwhelming and it starts smelling like pizza. And you're saying that these sleeping pills will start smelling like pizza eventually.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Melissa.
I take 4 when I get home. Is that good?
No. Melissa, 22. You can also get, if there is Tylenol in these things, you can get liver failure from like 8.
Well, but I always wash them down with booze.
That's much better. Melissa.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah. I'm wondering how I could have gotten an abnormal pap result when I've never had sex.
She's how old? 22? Wow, what happened?
I'm not sure.
No, she means why haven't you had sex, right? Is that what you mean?
The gynecologist is like, let's see. Let me get the speculum in there. Let me get some of these cobwebs out of the way. All right, here we go. There it is.
I don't see how you can really get HPV without having been sexually active.
Why haven't you been sexually active at the ripe old age of 22?
I've had boyfriends, but I guess I've always just not thought they were the one.
You're fat.
Oh, true. Now, hold on. Is that true?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Long pause there. Drew wants to know. All right. Are you religious?
Not especially.
No. And did your dad do anything weird to you?
No.
Huh?
No, I used to be on a swim team, and I'm wondering if, I could have picked up something communal from, a swimming pool?
No.
Okay.
No. Do you have an uncle that did something weird to you?
No, nothing.
We're just trying to figure out how
I'm just wondering if they could have mixed up my slide results, or, how I could have ended up being told that I had abnormal results to a PAP with no sexual...
Well, you can have abnormal results without HPV.
Yeah. Oh, look on the bright side. Did
they tell you you have HPV?
No, they just said they would be doing screening for it.
Well, you just have an abnormal PAP.
Hold on. Why have we had 100 of these calls lately? Here's how it goes. I'm no gynecologist, but I'm fast becoming one from doing this show. They get down there, they do the pap smear. They find abnormal cells, right?
Right.
Now, that doesn't mean cancer.
Could mean inflammation, could mean
That means
HPV.
abnormal cells.
It means something, yes.
It means something. That's the reason why you do the pap smear, so that they can find abnormal cells, which means this could be pre-cancerous,
or cancer, but
pre-something.
Right, so the first go-round, it usually means look again, look for more.
Why can't they figure out what the abnormal cells mean? Can't they read the abnormal cells? Can't
Sometimes
they go to
they
these?
can. Sometimes they can.
This is my crotch-sniffing dogs sure as hell could tell what was going on in there. They know the difference between cancer and warts. Hell yeah.
Sometimes
the beagle knows cancer, and the Dalmatian knows warts. They call him Warty. That's his name.
Randy, 18.
No, we're going to break.
Really?
Yeah. Aren't we?
This is early for you.
It is?
No, Randy.
Yeah, today I went to school, right? And my friend had Viagra. The police stole it from his dad, and he gave it to me, and I took it, and I've been having a hard on all day.
What's the dose you took?
What do you eat?
Viagra.
I don't know. He just gave me some pill. I wouldn't know.
What did it look like?
Oh, like a little blue pill.
That's it.
What was it shaped like?
Like that. I don't know, like the little, like a square or rectangle or something.
It's kind of a funny shape.
Yeah, I think this guy's full of ass.
That's what I thought too. But he got the
How
blue
many?
right.
How many did you take?
One.
Oh, please.
What
Anybody
kind of
ever
blue is
knows
it?
that?
What kind of blue?
Light blue, like a baby blue.
Oh, no.
It isn't? I would have said baby blue.
Well, it's
what is it?
the 50 milligrams of dark blue.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me one of those. Well, what? You mean the lighter ones, the lower dose?
That's what I'm wondering. I don't know.
Oh, Drew, you're an idiot. You don't know what's going on. Go ahead, Randy.
Oh, yeah,
Spoke through a jackass and hang up, would you, please?
What?
Okay, so you took the Viagra and you had an erection all day.
Yeah. Why
And now-
right now?
You do?
Yeah.
All right, well, bring it by the studio.
What?
Let Drew give it a thump.
Does it hurt?
No.
And how long ago did you take this pill?
Like around 9 in the morning.
Oh, that is a lightweight. You did not have an erection
I
for
still
the
have it right
last,
now.
last 14 and a half hours?
If that's the
How
case,
dare you? He's full of crap. Hang up on
that's the
I'm
case.
tickling in my ass with...
Yeah. Hold on. Here's we've had like 10 of these the last
Week.
3 nights.
Yeah.
Here it is. Every time we go, you know, my balls, like they weigh like 30 pounds. You know. Anytime it sounds like Cheech and or Chong is calling this show with his nuts that were too big to lift into the back of the minivan, just hang up on him, would
Yeah,
you?
I think so.
Stop trying to help people, Drew.
Okay, you're right.
You understand?
Let's go to break.
It's all the same dude. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll take ourselves a little break, and we'll be back from the Television and Radio Museum after this.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine on 94.7 in arcade. Coming right back. Oh, okay.
It is LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Forget about the phone number. I don't want your calls. Drew, where are we going here?
Let's go right here to Madison. Whoops.
Madison?
Who's 19.
Hello.
What's up?
Adam, I just wanted to let you know that I would vote for you for president. If you
Well,
ever
thank
ran.
you.
That's scary.
I'm running. Is Pat Paulson still alive?
Why?
Because he dies, I'm going to run.
Go for the fourth party.
Excellent. I'd vote. Well, I was wondering the consequences of genital piercing.
Well, we actually are less concerned with the consequences than sort
Genital
of
piercing, yeah.
than the substrate who would go ahead and have a genital piercing.
Yeah, you could be my minister of got goosed by her grandfather. Is that what happened to you?
Got beaten by dad.
What happened? Which is it? Who did what to you?
No, nothing. Totally. I live with my dad, and my mom lives in the next town over. I have a close relationship with with both of us.
Wait, when did you leave your mom?
Oh, my parents just got divorced, and I was 12, I guess.
And you left your mom?
No, I just moved out with my dad. I left with him, so...
When you were 12?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a little peculiar?
No. See, my sister has a closer relationship with my mom, and I have a closer relationship with my dad, so...
What's going on between you and your mom?
Oh, nothing. It's just I like living with my dad better. My mom and I have a really close relationship.
Oh, yeah, you guys are thick as thieves. You see each other on Thanksgiving and on
No,
Easter.
I see her pretty much every day.
All right, stop crapping on my good points, would you?
What's the relationship like?
Oh, it's good. You know, we talk every day, and
All right, so listen, come on. What happened to you that you think is a good idea to put a spear through your labia?
nothing. I think it looks good, and
Oh, sure.
it's done.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Listen, listen, all you nipple piercing nut jobs and you vagina holer poker inners. Listen, you screwballs, that is one area you don't need to work on. That's fine. I see some boobs. I don't need any jewelry hanging off them. That's fine. I like boobs. Boobs are jewelry. You understand?
Okay.
You want to do something? You get a nose job.
So are there any...
You do something about that bad haircut your friends won't tell you about. You do something with that big ass. You work on the cottage cheese and the cellulite and the varicose veins.
Well,
you
I
do
don't
something with that. Don't worry about dressing up the vagina. That's fine. All of you screwballs. Who sees that? You know what I mean? It's like,
but they do
boy,
it just for them.
This chick's a pig. Wait a minute, she's got a hoop hanging from her lip. I'm into that now. I was all wrong. Oh, please. You have to be screwed up.
No, I'm not at all. You got to believe me.
Let me ask you this. No one ever struck you when you were growing up?
No, never.
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 And what was why did your parents break up?
Well, my mom's like a bit of a control freak, and my dad just didn't want to put up with it, so he left her.
Is he an addict or an alcoholic?
Not at all.
What do you mean a control freak?
Well, my mom, she just thought she needed to control him. She was a workaholic, and
What does that mean?
she just worked a lot. You know, she'd rather
What does the
be-
control mean? What does that mean? She tried to control him.
like with her mind telling him that she always had to go to work and go to.
Imagine that controlling. She has to go to work.
Oh, man.
Shocking.
Yeah. Talk about manipulation. I'm leaving.
No.
Yeah, I'll be back in about 11 hours. Stop trying to run my life. I feel like I'm in a cage.
So how did you guys get something happened to me out of me wanting
Listen, you want to get your labia pierced. That means something's wrong. And now we're getting little flashes of it with controlling mom. But when did you lose your virginity?
I was 17.
And how old was the guy?
He was 19.
I see. That's all right. Nothing else, huh?
No, huh?
Never raped, never beaten, never abused.
Never.
Mom and dad never got
How'd
physically.
you get through?
Mom and dad never got aggressive with each other physically.
Never. Not that
All
I
right.
ever.
Well, go ahead and get that piercing.
Oh, so there's no bad consequences?
No, I hope it rusts and you get tetanus and you get locked vagina.
Bleeding, infection.
Sure, they have locked vagina.
Look, Madison, think about it. Somebody's putting a piece of metal through your soft tissue. Don't you think something could happen?
I'll let her do it.
All right, but it's probably no big. It's amazing how little does happen in point of
all
fact.
this. You chicks are so screwy with that. I do it for me. I do it for me. I know it. Why are you buying that lingerie? I buy it for me. I wear it for me. I feel sexy.
Did a program with one of these piercing guys who was adamant that we didn't understand this was a rite of passage and there was a reclaiming of one's, I don't know, something.
Well, listen, is he Samoan or is he just
even if you are
white guy from Orange County?
So now you got a bunch of stuff on you. What's changed? What's different? Except you've made a statement that you've done something to your body.
Drew, when you see a chandelier hanging from a guy's dork, you've made a very strong statement. You've really asserted yourself.
Rite of passage.
Have fun, all you screwballs. You're not fooling me. All you idiots with all your tats and piercings and your big jacked up Jeeps with your goddamn ski racks all over the place and your snowboard hanging out every window of every car and your big
now you're
big
starting to sound
Malamute
jealous.
everywhere.
Be careful.
You idiots, you guys out of your Mountain Dew commercials. You're not fooling me. Go ahead.
Laura's 18. Laura. Caller who goes.
I hate anyone who makes a statement. I really do.
Of any kind.
Of any kind. Yeah. Through dress or appearance. It drives me nuts. I don't like any of them. I don't like the biker guys. These guys are clods. You idiots with the... You guys who like to take the muffler off your Harley and have the thing bored and stroked and then drive up a canyon at 4 in the morning and wake up every goddamn person in the neighborhood. I like to take a effing crowbar to your head, you pigs. And all you guys, you homos with your mock turtlenecks and your two-tone hair and you yuppie guys.
The show over yet?
All you bodybuilder guys and all you mummy rocking guys who wear the black trench coats and every one of you who's trying to make a statement through your appearance. I wish you'd just go kill yourselves. I really do. I can't stand looking at any of you. And all I see is one big neurotic, screwed up ball of person coming down the street. And that goes for you women too, all you Pam Anderson wannabes, you female impersonators. Oh, with your 11-inch stiletto heels and fake boobs, and you chicks who think it looks good to draw an outline of your lips around your lips. You screwballs. You're black chicks with your hair extensions everywhere, and you idiot black guys who look like Puff Daddy and all this attitude. Who are you guys fooling? Just a bunch of scared kids. Please, trying to change everything. Somehow the way we look at you is going to change the way you look at you. Well, it ain't working.
Quickly, Laura, 18.
Thank you.
Laura?
Hi.
Hi, quickly now.
Okay, well...
I'm glad you sped it up.
Yeah, you glad that, Drew? Yeah, good. I was right in the middle of a jag. I was just getting to the Asians with their lowered Acuras. But there you go. You had to jump in on me.
We have to go to break
get to this
in about 1 minute, Laura.
Well, I was wondering, what type, what's more
Hello?
For Christ's sake, the Asians, the Mexicans I hadn't gotten to yet.
That's about it, Laura. Anything else?
No.
The Hungarians.
Well,
I hadn't even touched on the Hungarians with
are
their
you gonna listen to me
goulash.
or not?
What?
What do you want?
My friend asked me to call you because I've been raped 3 times by 3 different guys, and I'm married right now, and he asked me to just forget it.
You're married?
He asked you what?
Forget being raped.
Oh, he asked you to forget about it?
Who asked you to forget about it?
Your current husband.
Yes.
All right. Have you ever got any therapy for this?
Yes.
And how? Oh, it worked. Are you in therapy now?
No, I was at home with my parents in therapy, and I moved away, and I got married.
Right.
And then his friend came over and did this to me, and both of them asked me to just forget it. And
His friend raped you. Okay.
Yes.
This guy's an idiot. He's dangerous. You're only with him because you were
You're
created.
acting something out, yeah.
You're acting out.
But
do you have any kids with him?
No.
Good.
Hallelujah.
Please, I will give you $100 every year you don't have a kid with this guy. How about getting out of this relationship? The guy's an idiot. It's doomed.
The husband.
Yes, because you're attracted to him. Can you get out of this?
And report the rape?
How about getting some more therapy, reporting the rape, and taking care of yourself?
That hasn't... No. See, I don't care about that.
He what?
He loves me, and I love him. And
All right, please. Okay, I'm done. Don't have any kids. Please don't have any
do
kids.
not have kids. I agree. That's the best thing. The best outcome we can possibly imagine for that call.
All right,
no kids.
We'll be right back.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
94.7 in arcade. Hop in.
Well, there you have it. Another fabulous LoveLine show in the ground.
Mercifully.
I want to thank all the folks that came out and supported us and surprisingly hung with us through the entire 2-hour show.
Yeah, I can't understand that.
Yes, thank you. These are my people.
That must have been you going out there doing boxing instructing.
Yeah.
Instructions.
I was just screwing it. Guy in the front row farted. He's trying to blow it through here. This is great. All right. I want to thank everyone over here at the Television Radio Museum for facilitating this tonight, making it happen, and doing all the hard work. And again, the good people who came out and supported us this evening. And so until next time, and producer Ann and Anderson back in the home base at Westwood One, and Ann for doing all the work, and Sarah for doing a great job on the phones tonight. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Well, I was wondering, what type, what's more,
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.